The story of Comstock is really an incredible one. With the help of God and much prayer, Anthony Comstock literally, almost single-handedly, fights the battle. He fights the entire nation for purity, and he essentially wins. This is a story that's beyond fiction.
As I read Outlawed for the first time, I realized that young men who know what they believe, who have a great foundation in the Christian faith, but struggle with making that practical, they need a good role model. And Comstock was that man.
So it's really this amazing story of someone who saw a problem in the culture. He had a real desire to protect young children, and he stepped into that gap.
Sometimes we look out at the political surroundings and we say, one man, it's just impractical. There's no way we can change things going on around us. There's no way that we can bring our country back to a level of purity that we saw at the turn of the century. But Comstock was up against a lot of pressure. There were still people in the newspapers trying to slander his name. He had people following him, trying to take his life. He had immense pressures on his life. And we'll see the same things today. But we needed a story, we needed a hero that could teach these young men how to make their faith practical in the world.
As we were making How Did We Get Here, one of the real heroes of that particular film is Anthony Comstock. And we really could not spend a lot of time on Comstock as we would have liked. So to do Comstock justice, we felt we needed another product. And that's how the Outlawed book, ebook, and audiobook was born.
But we took that one step further by creating the graphic novel, Anthony Comstock Fighter, to bring those younger boys and those younger men who have parents who are bringing them up in the Lord, and they say, where am I going to use all of these scriptures that I memorize, all these chores that I do? What does all this work really do? Is it just so that I can obey my mom and dad and be a good citizen, or does this really have an impact on the culture around me? And we are called to be in the world but not of the world. And Anthony Comstock is an excellent picture of how to do that. He had the struggles that all boys face, but he took his faith and he made that practical, and he became a fighter for purity. And so we created this product, Anthony Comstock Fighter, for those younger men. Young men need to pick up this resource and learn how to make their faith practical in the world.
Anthony Comstock Fighter. The illustrated novel is now available at thebirthcontrolmovie.com.